Today I want to talk to you about Maurice Nicoll, a man who should be much better known than he is in our time, one of the great teachers of the Fourth Way, student of Uspensky and Gurdjieff. Both of them had given him permission to teach, and out of it came his 5-volume commentaries and his very special books, The New Man and The Mark, as well as Living Time. He was a psychotherapist, psychologist, student of Jung in the early days, had been at Gallipoli as a doctor, and gave us one of the finest expressions of the inner work process in the Fourth Way. Rather than losing oneself in the intellectual diagrams of Uspensky or the sacred dances of Gurdjieff, all of which is superficial to the fundamental reality of work on oneself, self-observation, self-knowledge, leading to making new choices, leading to higher consciousness, leading to true identity beyond personality, recovering our essence. He made connections to the esoteric understanding of the teachings of Christ. He carried these teachings into a level of clarity and universal insight that opens this strange little esoteric world to all seekers in all times and places. So this man is worthy of remembrance. He's worthy of being studied, of being brought forth into our time as one of the great practical teachers. In his writings, in his teaching, we find a clarity of insight, a practicality that is applicable for every one of us. So let us get to know this man once again, Maurice Nicoll. Maurice Nicoll was born in 1884 in the serene landscapes of Kelso, Scotland. A bright and intuitive mind, he embarked on a journey of self-discovery and spiritual enlightenment that would mark him as one of the foremost thinkers of his time. During World War I, Nicoll served as a doctor in a British military hospital in Mesopotamia. Amidst the chaos and the suffering, he began to question the deeper meanings of life and existence, which propelled him towards a path less trodden, the exploration of the human psyche and spirit. After the war, Nicoll's quest for understanding led him to Carl Jung, one of the pioneers of modern psychology. Under Jung's guidance, Nicoll delved into the realms of analytical psychology, an experience that shaped his approach to the human mind. However, it was his subsequent encounters with P.D. Uspensky and then George Gurdjieff that truly transformed his life. Both men were mystics and philosophers who introduced Nicoll to the Fourth Way, a system of self-development that integrates body, mind, and emotions. Captivated by this comprehensive spiritual path, Nicoll spent a year at Gurdjieff's Institute for the Harmonious Development of Man in France. This profound experience led him to abandon his medical practice and dedicate himself entirely to studying and teaching the principles of the Fourth Way. Nicoll's profound understanding and unique interpretation of these teachings were eventually immortalized in his 5-volume series, The Psychological Commentaries on the Teachings of Gurdjieff and Uspensky. These works provide an insightful, accessible guide to Gurdjieff's complex system and are cherished by students of spiritual development worldwide. Maurice Nicoll's teachings, as elucidated in his psychological commentaries on the teachings of Gurdjieff and Uspensky, synthesize a comprehensive path toward spiritual and psychological growth, rooted in the principles of the Fourth Way. At the core of Nicoll's interpretation of these teachings is the transformative practice of self-observation, which involves a continual and objective witnessing of one's own thoughts, emotions, and behaviors without judgment or attachment. This practice enables individuals to gain insight into their mechanical and often unconscious reactions to everyday life. Another key concept in Nicoll's teachings is inner separation, which refers to the ability to create a mental and emotional distance between one's true self and the myriad of passing internal states. This separation helps individuals to not become overly identified with transient moods or thoughts, fostering a state of inner calm and clarity. Non-identification extends this idea further, emphasizing the need to avoid attachment not only to internal states but also to external events and material aspects of life. By practicing non-identification, individuals learn to experience life more fully, reacting to situations with a balanced and measured response rather than being driven by habitual patterns of behavior. Through diligent practice of self-observation, inner separation, and non-identification, individuals can access what Nicoll and other Fourth Way teachers refer to as the third state of consciousness. This state, which transcends the ordinary waking and dreaming consciousness, is marked by heightened awareness and presence, often referred to as self-remembering. In this state, one is fully conscious of oneself in the moment, connected to a deeper level of being that is both observant and participatory. Finally, Nicoll's teachings highlight the emergence of essence over personality. Essence represents the true inner self that is born with potentialities and unique qualities, whereas personality is constructed throughout life as a response to social and environmental influences. As one advances in the work of self-observation and non-identification, the essence begins to grow and manifest more fully, gradually overtaking the mechanical aspects of personality. In addition to his foundational teachings, Maurice Nicoll also emphasized the critical need to overcome negativity, which he viewed as a toxic force that undermines spiritual growth and personal development. He taught that negativity, whether manifesting as criticism, hostility, or despair, not only depletes one's energy, but also obscures one's perception of reality. Nicoll pointed out that negativity often leads to internal and external violence, creating a barrier to genuine connection with others and with one's deeper self. He advocated for the recognition and conscious effort to counteract negative states through practices such as self-observation and non-identification. By understanding the triggers and habitual responses that lead to negative reactions, one can begin to choose responses that are more aligned with positive states and higher levels of consciousness. Overcoming negativity is thus seen as essential for anyone seeking real spiritual awakening and evolution, as it clears the path towards a more enlightened and harmonious state of being. Through these practices, Nicoll's teachings aim to guide individuals towards a profound transformation, leading to a richer, more authentic experience of life, characterized by a deeper understanding of oneself and a greater capacity for inner peace and fulfillment. Nicoll also explored the esoteric meanings of the parables of Jesus, which he discussed in his later books, The Mark and the New Man. Through these texts, he offered a psychological interpretation of biblical stories aimed at uncovering deeper transformative truths. Throughout his years as a teacher, Nicoll was known not only for his intellectual prowess, but also for his warm, jovial nature. He often shared anecdotes from his own spiritual journey, illustrating the teachings with stories from his life that were both profound and imbued with a gentle humor. Maurice Nicoll's legacy endures through his writings and the many lives he touched. His work continues to inspire those on the path to inner transformation, offering practical insights and methods for achieving a higher state of consciousness and a richer, more meaningful life. His teachings, deeply rooted in both ancient wisdom and modern psychology, serve as a bridge between the two, guiding seekers towards self-awareness and spiritual fulfillment.